No, but a really serious topic that I think is you're trying to not be serious.
That I struggle with.
You do?
We struggle.
I just asked you that before we started this.
I struggle with this.
Lying?
All of
Not being honest with your partner?
One Tammy, Sim 0.
Hello.
Hello.
Happy Monday.
Monday. Maybe we should switch this to Tuesday. Just change it up. Or not do a video and see if you care. Do you care? We need to know. And your friends need to know, so share this video so that they can have a better marriage. Because that's what we're here for, better marriages.
Better marriages.
Yeah.
I mean, we just decided on HaveAMarriage because a lot of other things were taken, but I like Better Marriage. But I think that probably is taken too. There's a lot of...
What? Because you have to have a marriage if you're going to be in a marriage. You have to have one.
That's true.
That was my
And what
thinking.
it's originally meant to be, having a marriage.
Having,
not just
it, like,
living as roommates.
Like having a baby. It feels like that a lot of times.
I feel like I'm having a baby. All right, so we're going to talk about something pretty serious today because we've been, coaching.
Because we've been joking around the last few months. Now we're getting down to nitty gritty.
No, but a really serious topic that I think is you're trying to not be serious.
That I struggle with.
You do?
We struggle.
I just asked you that before we started this.
I struggle with this.
Lying?
All of
Not being honest with your partner?
One Tammy, Sim 0.
Feeling alone.
Lying.
Here you are, not lying. Feeling alone in
Lying. Feeling alone.
Alone. You can...
Even when they're right next to you.
Yep.
I'm
very
alone.
much alone. You sit on the couch and...
All the time.
Watch
She's so
something.
mean to me.
You're going to interrupt me the whole time. You're trying to be funny. But no, are you wondering sometimes why...
Help me.
Why are you even married? Do you wonder that?
What? Yes.
You were going to say that.
Every time I go in the hot tub, I wonder, why am I married?
Every time?
You go in the hot tub about every day. Joking.
Lying. We will discuss lying next week. Oh my goodness.
We're not going to discuss lying. No. Because I don't have a problem with it.
Lying. No.
Okay, so, all right.
Whoa.
Feeling alone in your marriage when there's a person sitting next to you or in the same room.
Yeah, and it really comes down to you've lost emotional connection. You're in the same house with this person, but you're living as roommates. Maybe you haven't been intimate in weeks or months, or you're just not feeling they're connected with you. Chances are...
Or you're frustrated with the intimacy that you have. Like your intimacy is not fulfilling.
Yeah. Or you just haven't, or you can't seem to get on the same page, and you're just feeling like you're the only one in this marriage. Sometimes you're feeling that the only one pulling for it.
I can't find it.
What, the page? What? Get on the same page?
All right.
It's right here. There's your page. Anyway, but you've lost that, and you've compared yourself with others. So you see people on social media, and, oh, they're great. Why can't I have a marriage like that?
So let's lay that down right now. You cannot compare your life to someone's social media life because it's not real. Because nobody puts on social media except for us because we're real. They have an argument and get yelled at. Do you want
we tell you.
We could fight live. Do you want us to? We could fight live if that's what you really want. Just DM us, police.
Yeah.
So, and if you would like to see a fight live, that's great. You could see how I don't fight fair a lot of the time and how mean I am.
But we've
we'll
also
have to put it on a
gotten...
private group because I have a bad tongue.
But I mean, yeah, it's comparison, and you start looking at that, and you also start delving into affair territory. This is very easy to delve into affair territory when you feel like you're alone. All of a sudden, anyone who's paying attention to you at all or wanting to get that emotional connection with you, you feel drawn to it. And you probably have your feelers up going, I probably shouldn't be doing this, but you push them away because you need that emotional connection.
Right.
And chances are, if you're feeling lonely in your marriage, your partner probably is too.
And so that affair territory works with selfishness territory.
Yeah.
My partner's not fulfilling my needs, so I'm going to get my needs filled however I want to get my needs filled. And that just turns into this selfish, vicious cycle to where you actually then start having an affair.
Yeah.
And it starts off emotionally, and then it ends up being sexually, usually.
Mm-hmm.
So how do you solve the whole being alone, but you're not alone?
Well, the thing is, something we've talked about forever, you have to talk. And if you don't have a partner that wants to talk or discuss this, that is a very difficult position to be in. You can try to be as kind and loving as possible, but if they've
Just
they've
tell them to
checked
pull their
out-
head out of their ass and then have a conversation. That might be a little harsh.
that might
But
be
if you're the one not
more
talking,
problem.
pull the head out of your ass and have a conversation.
You've just cussed twice.
I did not. I was talking about a donkey.
Pull your head out of your donkey. That was weird. All right.
That's. I think that is
No,
a
that's
way
not
better
good.
statement than pull your head out of your apparently ASS. But if you say, you know what, dude, pull your head out of that donkey, I think that goes way further.
And it will prompt some hilarity, probably. But it is difficult, and a lot of times you do have to kind of say something to your partner as far as, I feel alone in this marriage. What do you feel?
One of you has to
break it.
break the Band-Aid open and go, hey, life sucks. I feel alone, but we're not supposed to be alone. Even when we're in the same room, I feel alone because we're completely distant. How do we solve this problem?
Together.
Is it a problem that you want to solve?
Yeah.
And that's kind of the
Is
hard
it a problem
thing.
you want to solve?
Is that you both, to solve the problem, to solve each other's loneliness issue, is that you both have to want to solve the problem.
Yes.
Unless you want to sit alone with your head in a donkey and be alone. Nobody likes to smell
I don't
up a
think
donkey's
anybody
butt.
knew. I don't think anybody really wants to do that. And you kind of have to come back to what's the underlying root here, because loneliness and separation in marriage can happen for a lot of reasons. Childhood stuff comes up. Even after 10 years of marriage, you realize you're starting to turn into your parents, and maybe you don't want to end up the way they end up. And you
She's
don't
turning
even
into her
realize
mother
that.
every day.
But you don't even realize that until someone points it out to you. Like, do you realize this is the way your father went? And you have the ability to stop that. No one else does. You're not stuck just because that was your history and that was your childhood. You're stuck, now this is this way. I'm just not good at marriage. I'm just not a good husband. I'm not a good mother. I'm not a good father, wife, whatever. That's BS. You can be whoever you want to be.
Again, that
Sounds
donkey.
like an after school special.
That donkey butt.
But also, other things can be anger. If you have a situation with anger, if you have anger problems and you know it deep down and you're not doing anything, that's a pride issue as well.
Right. If you're an explosive bomb, you need to be more humble after exploding and even before exploding so that you don't explode. It is a vicious cycle. It's really hard. I am that way. I'm emotion first, so I explode and then I repair the explosion after the fact. I've gotten really good about repairing the explosion after the fact. It's taken a lifetime of work.
Well, it is. It's true.
But then everyone knows in the family that, okay, there's a large spike and then dad or husband gets normal. That's...
You're not...
I try
you do.
and maintain it. And I'm continually working on it, but I'm taking
Aware of it.
responsibility and
Yes.
ownership of my actions
Yes.
all of the time.
Yeah.
So that's part of not being alone, is that you have to look at yourself and go, if I have anger issues, then I have to take responsibility for those issues rather than continue to push everyone away and then be upset that I'm alone.
Yep.
It doesn't work that way.
No.
You're the one that kind of has to change.
Yeah.
Stress is another major issue.
Big time.
And overwork, I would say, because if I'm overworking, then
Transitions.
I'm completely alone. I'm alone working at our job and everyone else is having a life and I feel left out a lot of the time, but I'm trying to provide food for the table. And a lot of my friends that work in the software industry or gaming industry, when there's a push to release, and I talked about this before, stress is increased. Intimacy would probably need to be increased, usually for men. And then the other time is that you have to pull them out a little bit. Like, for example, my wife is all, go out with your friends, go play a video game, go do this other thing, but you're not working today because I actually need that break.
Absolutely, absolutely. And transitions make a huge difference. Transitions of work, having a new baby in the house, medical issues. These things can cause us to pull away from each other and try to figure it out. And we're not meant to do that. We were meant to come together to support each other. Two are better than one, through everything in life. So I want to talk about, because
through critical times and transitions, there's always that little where you figure out the new world. You bring a brand new baby home. Yes, there's going to be a little separation of you two because now there's a third. And so you separate to to add the third to your family, and then you come back together again when you figure out what new life is. And it's just something that everyone kind of walks through. The problem is that you shouldn't ever stay in transition mode. It is a
that's good.
transition. It is not a permanent thing.
Yes. Staysition.
It's not a staysition.
But a couple things that you can do. Obviously, we talked about, talking about the issue. I feel lonely in this marriage. Don't do it in the middle of an argument and scream it out. That's not going, figure out a calming time where you guys can have this conversation. There's not the distractions of work, children, things going on around you.
Mm-hmm.
Do the sandwich method, like I said. Talk about one positive thing.
You are a great woman and wife.
Thank you.
I wish you'd clean the bathroom. You are a great mother. I wish
I
you'd wash
quiet.
the windows.
Well, but that's true. And so when you talk about these three things, write them out, how you're going to say them, and then the other person can't see anything until all three of those things are done. And then the other person needs to repeat back what they just heard. This is what I'm hearing you say. Not in a quick defense. Just listen first.
For clarity.
Just for clarity. Listen to this person. Try to see, and then the person who does feel alone or is having issues, try to see the other person's perspective. Is there something going on that I don't know about? And I'm feeling this way. Misassumptions can cause multiple problems. Ask what I can do. How can I do that? Okay, so you're saying that I don't clean the bathroom.
You're right.
And you'd like me to clean it more.
Someone. Yes.
Someone needs to clean it more. Can we work? I mean, this is a very simple thing, but
Yeah.
this is really it. Is where
I just want you to stop peeing on the floor.
Okay, done. That was easy. But I know that that's difficult.
Pees on the floor.
Like Tim said, though, you have to both be willing to work on it. But there are some things you can do. What can I do? Ask questions. Try to get this person to communicate with you. Mm-hmm. Find a good time. If you see that they are irritated with you when these happen,
not a good time.
It's not a good time.
Yeah.
Try to find, maybe go on a date. You might even still go on dates together and still feel alone. So find some time where it's good. You don't have a lot of other pressures going on around you, and have these conversations. They may start an argument, but try to go in listening first.
You could start the thing that we do is every now and then we just go, hey, how's your marriage?
How's your marriage?
How's your love life?
Yeah.
Are you alone?
Add that to the
Three
repertoire.
simple questions
Do you feel alone?
that can be solved very early on to prevent anyone feeling alone, anxiety, stress, transition, everything we're talking about. If you just ask those questions on a regular basis, like check in once a week. How's it going? Everything's going great. Everything's not going great. There's this donkey that's out of my head.
Don't have a donkey on your head. All right, we love you.
I'm going to get one
And
of
in
those
case you guys
donkey
wonder,
heads.
Tim always likes to wear hats, but maybe we'll change it up. Maybe we're done with the hats. I don't know.
The donkey
We
head?
gotta change something up.
Nobody likes this hair. Look at that. Oh.
I like
Well,
your
just-
hair. All right, we love you guys. Message us if you have any questions. Or
DM us if you have any
topics.
questions.
And of course,
share this video. Oh, were you talking? I'm sorry. Apparently you weren't feeling alone. Share this video with people that do feel alone.
Yeah.
Share our videos because we all just want to provide you with a very
We're not
good,
doing this for any other reason.
happy marriage.
But for you to have a happy marriage.
Just for you to have one. Have a marriage.
A great
Instead
marriage.
of have a divorce, have a marriage.
Amen.
Hey, imagine that.